should feel better already. I'm sorry, it's just a goofy, very goofy little intro of mine. But I truly desire, hope that you are doing okay, that you are well, and if not, that you may feel well, a little bit better, a little bit better. Watching this video, or there's so many nice videos to feel better in the ASMR community, so that is my truest wish. I myself watch ASMR videos to feel better, so we are together in this, And that's what this video is going to be about. It's pure ramble, a one-to-one, as one of the YouTubers in the ASMR community likes to say. Her name is Paige Turner. Paige Turner, like Paige Turner, like Paige Turner ASMR, and she does pure rambles, one-on-ones, kind of, and that's what this video is going to be about. I was thinking to myself, and then wanted to bring it to the channel this what I got to as a conclusion. And what I was thinking was how do I hang in here? How do I hang in here with so much going on in my life, or depending on the perspective, so little going on my mind, so little. I'm a solo woman in my 45s, first chapter. And I have the YouTube channel, which I love, and it's a way of expression, and I get to connect with you people, and I enjoy so very much doing it. It soothes me too, and it brings me like goals to what to do, ideas that I have to think about of what what I am going to record. It gives me like a direction, and I was thinking, what keeps me hanging in here, because it's pretty easy to get lost in one's mind and start to think not really good thoughts, if you know what I mean. And I got to like now thinking better for different things that I want to share with you, if that can help anybody, that are things that in the end of the day saves me every single day. And those things are, I didn't write a list down. I'm gonna remember by heart. So one is just to live each day at a time. I know this is super around everywhere. It's like the AA phrase, one day at a time. But it helps. It really helps, because if you think like just I'm going to live this day, I'm going to go through this only day, and then I think of what I can do, what comes next. I just have to focus on this day, and that becomes a chain of each day at a time. That can really save me many times. Just this simple thought, like focus on the day, just live this day. And well, second of all is what I kind of told you before, these things that I feel like are the things that I came here in this life to do. In my case, it has to do with expression. Oh, why it's so difficult to say what I came here to do. It has to do with expression, to express myself. And in my case, in the writing, field is where I feel most called. And what I'm trying to say with that is that it's something that keeps me going, because I have these goals is a quote that I learned from another YouTuber. His channel is called The Day Ahead. The Day Ahead. And he was quoting Nietzsche. Here in Brazil we call Nietzsche, but he was saying something like Nietzsche, but it's the philosopher, like existentialist philosopher, French, but no, not French. Friedrich Nietzsche. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. But if you have a strong why, you can deal with any how. You can deal with any how. So I have these whys of mine, and these whys make me think, okay, I'm working a job that I have way more qualification to work because I choose that. And that's okay. It allows me because I work one day and then I have the other day off. Today is my day off. So I record also on my off days. So it's an exchange. I work one day, the other day I get to write and get to make films, make videos for you guys. So it keeps me going, it keeps me hanging in here. This is strong why. If you don't know what your why is or what your whys are, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Don't worry any little bit more because of that. It took me several years to understand and frame my thing into these words, you know. It took me a lot of time, and I'm not even sure if each one of us has to find a calling, a so-called calling. You can be content with whatever the matters of your life is, you know, and it's fine. I'm talking about my experience in hopes of that maybe being helpful to you, to others. Yeah, so that's the second thing. And if the quote, I think it's a nice quote to remember. Like if you have a strong why, you can bear, you can deal with anyhow or anyhows. If you're doing different things to bear it, to deal with it. Then the third thing that helps me a lot, it's somewhat related to my spirituality. I'm not a religious person. I was raised as a Catholic, but I'm not a Catholic, and the bells are ringing. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? The bells from the church where I was Christianized. I don't know how to say that. When you are like a kid and you have your first mass that you go and then you participate in that, and you eat. You put something aside, just go with it and see if it benefits you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful. I love you. And you repeat these 4 sentences for 108 times. 108 times. There's a specific object for you to hold in your hands. I have one. It's in the living room. Right now, I will try to do a video other day with this object. It's called Japamala. Japamala. And it helps you go through the 108 repetitions. It has beats, so it has exactly 108 beats, and you go through each beats, repeating the 4 sentences, and it's quite calming, quite relaxing. I find myself sometimes, like because I get so relaxed that I get to a point that I have to yarn. And that helps me. I do that a lot when I'm not really a lot with the Japamala, the object, but so I'm already saying that forget, like, if don't let anything hold you back from doing the technique. It's not like you have to do 108 times, and if you miss 1 or 3 times, then the thing is ruined. No, I do it like walking on the streets. I do it when I'm commuting. I do it when I'm doing chores at home. So it's more about, I think, of the state into which you get than, like the exact 108 to Meow. So her name actually is Meow. Something like that. It's a funny name. I like their names. I had a dog before, and his name was Dog. I named him when I was 28. I was young. If you are younger than that, because now I think I should have given him a name, a real name, not goofy around and call him what he is, but in a different language. But it became a name. It became a name, Dog, and because of Dog, I named my youngest Dog as Dog, but in a different language, and a language that makes sense for me, because as a child and through when I was in my teens, I studied Japanese. Yeah, I did study Japanese, and my father made me. He obliged me to study Japanese because he thought that Japan was going to rock the world and it was going to be amazing, and I was going to do very well knowing how to speak Japanese. And I didn't want to study the language, and it was, oh gosh, it was so difficult. But I did study for many years, 8 years, and I ended up developing some affection and connection to the language. So that's why I named her Nino. Well, I'm talking about my pets. I did a super overview about them because they matter a lot in my life. So I got to be here for them. They are my family. As I said in the beginning, I am a solo woman. I do have friends. I do have family here and there, but we are not that super tight. I have real friends to whom I can call in the middle of the night and ask for help. But we are not seeing each other every day or talking to each other every day. It's not like, but for my pets, I have to be here for them every single day, and I have to make the money to feed us and treat us well every single day. So that's another reason why I hang in here. And that's it for today's video. I hope it has been tingling in its own way, and that it maybe helped someone or made someone think of things that much. I appreciate you. I love you. I wish you all the best. I wish you have an amazing life each and every day. And if it's not that amazing, just go back to each day a day, each day at a time. Maybe find your why to then be able to bear your house, the how of your life. And in my case, I do the Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. It's kind of tingling. Ho'oponopono. And it's pretty tingling. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. And then my pets, they are my family. And that's it for today's video. I appreciate you. I already said that. I'm very repetitive. Okay, going to say my goodbyes. Goodbye. See you on my next, or in my next